after announcing the launch of Jenner Racing and breaking into the world of motorsport, Caitlyn Jenner's track team have continued to go from strength to strength.
The team currently leads the W Series Championships and are due to race again this weekend. Their very own track star, Jamie Chadwick, joins us now, along with founder of the team herself, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh,
well, it's great to see you.
It's good to see you again, everybody.
Good to see you back in the studio, because I think you were telling us that you haven't been back in the UK for a long time.
I've done a few remotes.
A little thing called the pandemic and lockdown stopped you being here.
I was here when the last time when they actually locked everything down, and I had to leave a couple of days early. And then, honestly, I went home and sat for the next year and a half. It was horrible for everybody.
Tell us about Jenner Racing. You want to promote equal rights for women through motor racing, don't you?
I have been an advocate for that in all sports, but I've had a history in motor racing. I did it for 30 years, had a lot of fun doing it, really enjoyed it. Still play around with it a little bit, but I presented with the opportunity. About 9 months ago, they came to me and said, hey, would you be interested in this? And at the time, especially at the time, I felt like women's sports was under assault. And I was always on the side of, I want to protect women in sports.
Under assault from what?
From rules and regulations. And they fought so hard in the United States for Title IX, for equality. And then we had a lot of trans issues that were happening at the time. And I was on the side of protecting women's sports.
Right.
And so I thought, hey, you know, let's kind of put your money where your mouth is, and let's stand up and let's promote women in racing. And the W Series was there, and so I wound up getting involved. And it's been a real fun experience, great racing. Jamie is, I call her Jamie the real deal Chadwick. I mean, this girl is good. I've been around racing all my life. And to see her in the first 3 races that she won, yeah, I was just totally impressed.
Jamie, what makes a champion?
Oh, God, that's the big question, I guess. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, from my side, I'm just doing the best I can do. And, yeah, with the support of people like Caitlyn, I'm able to do that. And, yeah, it's amazing. I think there's still a lot to achieve in my career before I can reach my ultimate goal. But
what is your ultimate goal?
Formula One.
Yeah. And what would hold you back from that?
To be honest, I think it's a tough sport for anyone to make it in. And I think...
Male or female.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the numbers of women are so small. And I think it's been 45 years since we've seen a woman compete in Formula One. So from my side, just breaking down those barriers, making sure that, you know, it is possible for women to get to the top level of the sport.
But what is it that means that women can't compete equally in Formula One? I mean, it's a car rather than... Or is it the strength of the person behind the wheel, literal physical strength? Because, you know, just as clever and able to do things tactically, I can imagine.
Exactly. It's one of those unique sports. I mean, it is a physical sport. There's no denying that. We've had to train hard. It's not
very
easy.
Physical.
But it's a sport that you get to a level. It's not... You need to be above and beyond that level, and the more powerful and strong you are, the faster you're going to be. So I believe it's possible to get to that level. So that's kind of what I'm working at over the next few years.
Caitlyn, you talk about, in your own words, that female sport, women's sport, was sort of under assault or under threat from trans issues. That has been a subject right in the headlines recently. Our own sports secretary, Nadine Dorries, has talked about it. It says elite sport should be reserved for people born of female sex. Is that something you agree with?
Yes, I've been from the beginning. We had a situation, as you probably know, Leah Thomas in swimming in the NCAA. And I was highly criticized, boy, was I, because I didn't take the side of the trans community, because you can just look at it. I'm a common sense person. I believe in fairness, and it just wasn't fair for her to be able to compete with the women. 6'4", big hands, cardiovascular system, the list goes on and on and on. And it wasn't fair. And I came out from the beginning that I don't want biological boys, meaning boys that have been through women that have been through male puberty, I don't think they should be able to compete against women. They just have too much of advantage. It's just not fair. So recently, there was a ruling by the International Organization for Swimming saying that they could not compete. Leah Thomas person could not compete. The only way they could is if they went, if they started their transition before the age of 12. Sometimes you can argue, is that too early or whatever, but what science has shown that going through male puberty, okay, is a huge advantage to go through, okay, even if 10 years down the line. I went through male puberty. Yeah. You know, I was there, okay? I've been through the whole process. I know I'm bigger, taller. I can still hit the ball, golf ball, 280 yards, you know, 290 yards. And I've been off testosterone for 7 years, and
There are a lot of transgender athletes who disagree with you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. They can disagree,
I mean, and even people who aren't transgender. I mean, Tom Daly, our diver, says he's furious about the decision that was made by the regulating body.
Everybody can be furious. I really don't care. That's my decision. That's how I feel about it. I'm out to protect women in sports, and that's why I got involved with the W Series, is because,
But then your very own CEO of the W Series, Catherine Bonmuir, says she has no issue with transgender women taking part.
It's not we had one trans woman try out for the team and didn't make it. It's in auto racing. It's all about the stopwatch. She wasn't even close. And so, it's such a small issue.
Yes.
There's so few trans people in the world, okay?
It's such a small issue, but it's such a heated one, isn't it?
It's a media issue.
Right.
That's why we're talking about it. But
we're talking
I'm very
about it
excited.
on the media.
Silverstone this weekend, my baby out there, she's going for number 4.
Yeah, Jamie, how do you feel about this weekend?
Really excited. I mean, obviously, home Grand Prix, at Silverstone. Obviously, Formula 1's going to be there, but in W Series, I'm just really looking forward to it. I think having a home advantage, Silverstone's one of my favourite tracks, so can't wait.
Is it? And what are the key features of Silverstone for you that makes it favourite? Apart from it being at home.
I was going to say, home crowd's going to be hopefully an advantage. But it's just a fast-flowing track. It's great. We've had a great season so far in the Jenner car, so really
and we got 2 drivers. Chloe Chambers, my second driver, just graduated from high school last week. She's my up-and-comer. She's only 17.
Wow.
And she's been doing great. Learning the tracks because everything's new to her. Great karter for many years, and just a great story. So, we got 2 cars in there, and we want to see everybody get out there and do a good job.
Good luck, and thank you so much for being with us. It's always a delight to see you. Jamie, congratulations and good luck.
All right.
Fantastic stuff.
Thank you very much.